Before we get into a little more of the seemingly a lot of personal elements that are making their way into this coalition building, let's go to Jerusalem, to the Israeli Prime Minister's office, where Ellie Hochenberg is standing by. Ellie, as we've sort of mentioned here so far, every minute counts at this point. What have the last hours held from your view?
Absolutely, Nurit. Well, tomorrow by midnight the deadline will expire, and Naftali Bennett, holding the lead, holding the gun, is decided to hold by himself the negotiations with Benjamin Netanyahu. But there was a very crucial problem that he simply didn't answer his phone in the last couple of hours. But so everything is being really stretched out to the very last moment. But the bottom line is that Bennett will demand yet another high-profile portfolio for his party after really being left with almost nothing in the coalition negotiations. With Netanyahu now have a very tight range of maneuverability.
Ellie, Aviv Bushinsky already mentioned it a little bit in the studio here, that it seems to be a lot of personal issues, and when we're talking about Naftali Bennett and Benjamin Netanyahu, that's certainly a big issue here.
Yes, absolutely. It's a bad romance, a lot of bad blood between the two. It goes way back to the time Bennett worked at the Prime Minister's office. But at the moment of truth, Bennett did his very best to contribute to the glorious victory of the right-wing bloc in the last elections. But right after that, he was again left with pretty much nothing or nothing significant in the last in the upcoming government. So now we will have to see if Naftali Bennett will be able to put aside the will for revenge and join Netanyahu's right-wing government. But to understand a bit further, let's watch the next report.
We have achieved a great victory for our people. And I'm proud of the Israeli people.
It was a sweeping victory. After a harsh, exhausting campaign, Benjamin Netanyahu led the ruling Likud party to 30 seats on behalf of the right-wing nationalist camp. A crucial contributor to this victory was the Jewish home leader Naftali Bennett, who sacrificed his own personal success, ending up with only 8 seats for the sake of the same right-wing bloc.
The national camp has won. We are in it for the long run.
And indeed, the long run is what counts. From a big winner, Netanyahu is now on the edge of being unable to form a stable government. One of his so-called natural allies, the ultra-nationalist Israel Beitenu party, with 6 seats, has opted to sit in the opposition. All that Netanyahu has left for now is the possibility of a fragile coalition with a paper-thin majority, 1 seat. And Bennett has turned from an electoral failure into the kingmaker.
The day the Jewish home will lead Israel is close.
Well, not that big of a shift. There are many possible scenarios at this point, some more likely than others. But the bottom line, the big challenge for both Netanyahu and Bennett, is to try and put the egos to one side, collaborate, and establish a government. A good one, a stable one, a lasting one. This, as the cliché has it, only time will tell.